Protests on Akins High School campus, students walking out, joining the nationwide call for stricter gun laws. This all happening the same day a teen accused of threatening the Akins High School campus gets new conditions to being out of jail on bond.
A judge put the restrictions in place today, but only after criticism that the tougher measures weren't already in place. Tony Plohetzky followed this issue through the weekend. He's here now with the very latest. Tony?
Well, Mike and Terry, law enforcement and school officials say they were shocked that what they consider the most basic conditions for a defendant to be released on bond were not in place for that 17-year-old former Akins High School student. When prosecutors learned that was the case, they worked over the weekend to seek these new restrictions. A judge signed an order this morning requiring Ariel Alex Ramirez Navarro to undergo a mental health exam and follow all recommendations. He must also stay 500 yards away from Akins and may not have any type of weapon. And again, he must wear a GPS tracking device. District Attorney Margaret Moore says she was appalled that a magistrate judge who set Navarro's bond at $15,000 had not already put those conditions in place.
It's very common to impose a stay-away order and GPS monitoring. I mean, it's so commonplace that I was very surprised that that had not taken place.
Navarro is accused of threatening to shoot and blow up the school in South Austin. His threat led the campus to be locked down for several hours on Thursday. And Mike, as for that judge who set those bond conditions, we reached out to her but have not heard back from her today.
So how are these bonds set anyway?
Good question, and of course there are a lot of questions about that. So magistrate judges generally look at a suspect's criminal history, their ties to the community, of course what they are accused of doing. But what's different is that unlike a lot of places, there's no weigh-in from the state or from a defense attorney before a magistrate judge sets those conditions.
All right, Tony, thanks for keeping us updated on a story that I'm sure we will hear much more about.
You bet.
Appreciate it.
More